Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawler's latest edition, 26 February 2025, featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more. The NBA is unveiling physical AI robots at the 2025 All-Star Tech Summit. In the world of baseball, robot umpires are set to undergo their initial trial during the upcoming spring training season. Meanwhile, Tesla has finally rolled out its much-anticipated full self-driving (FSD) features to drivers in China.
The Financial Times has reported that China is leveraging its tech talent to accelerate the growth of its AI data center industry. Additionally, Alibaba has announced its intention to invest a substantial $53 billion in artificial intelligence, marking a significant strategic shift for the company. Meanwhile, shares of Siemens Energy and Schneider Electric have experienced a decline following a report indicating that Microsoft has decided to cancel its lease for AI data centers.
Google's latest AI video model, VO2, is priced at 50 cents for each second of video. The surge in data centers from major tech companies results in pollution that impacts U.S. public health by $5.4 billion annually. China has introduced an underwater computing center capable of equaling the power of 30,000 gaming computers. This subsea data center could support 7,000 DeepSeek conversations every second, according to a report.
In Germany, the leader of the Christian Democratic Union, CDU, MERS, is contemplating the possibility of extending the nuclear protection provided by France and Britain to Germany. Additionally, he suggests that Europe might require its own military alliance, separate from NATO, as a potential alternative. Meanwhile, the Swiss army has expressed openness to participating in peacekeeping efforts along the Ukrainian-Russian border. In a related development, Ukrainian President Zelensky has indicated his readiness to relinquish his presidency if it means achieving peace in Ukraine or securing NATO membership for the country.
Apple plans to construct artificial intelligence servers in Houston and commit $500 billion to investments in the United States. The company will also establish a 23,200 square meter facility in Texas. Meanwhile, Bird, a Dutch software firm, intends to exit Europe because of stringent AI regulations, according to its CEO. Additionally, OpenAI co-founder Ilya Sutskever's startup is raising funds with a valuation exceeding $30 billion, prompting the Financial Times to remark, pre-product AI company, now valued at $30 billion.
Apple designer Susan Kare introduces her NFT escape keys to Asprey Studio, crafting a collection of iconic keys and jewelry. Chinese television formats are targeting global expansion, as disclosed by industry leaders at MIP London. Major League Baseball and ESPN are terminating their agreement after the 2025 season, with the league citing insufficient coverage. Wiley Journal has withdrawn 26 articles due to issues with the peer review process being compromised. Kim Kardashian is facing a lawsuit after incorrectly identifying a New York man as a death row inmate from Texas on her Instagram account. The New York Times has published an article discussing how human therapists are gearing up to confront artificial intelligence that is attempting to mimic their roles.
Fossil tour guide finds enormous purple dinosaur footprint on a UK beach. Larger animals face increased cancer risk, Yet they have developed superior defenses. Amazing find reveals mice attempting to resuscitate fallen companions.
Gmail plans to transition from SMS authentication to using QR codes. Microsoft is experimenting with offering free Office for Windows applications that include advertisements. Dow Jones has broadened its AI marketplace to encompass almost 5,000 publishers.
Netanyahu declares that Israel will not permit Syrian military presence in areas located south of Damascus. A prominent Hamas leader expresses regret, stating he would not have supported the attacks on October 7 if he had foreseen the severe repercussions for Gaza. In an AI-generated video, Trump outlines his Trump Gaza vision, emphasizing the elimination of tunnels and the eradication of fear.
The United States casts its vote alongside Russia, North Korea, and Belarus against a United Nations resolution concerning the Ukraine war. Conversely, the UN dismisses a U.S. resolution that calls for an end to the conflict without acknowledging Russian aggression. Meanwhile, President Putin emphasizes the importance of Europe in discussions about Ukraine, but indicates that a resolution remains far off. In Washington, former President Trump and French President Macron meet, with Europe urging ongoing support for Ukraine. Reportedly, Macron advises Trump to exercise caution during negotiations aimed at concluding Russia's war in Ukraine.
Warner Brothers has decided to shut down Monolith Productions and the studio responsible for Multiversus, and has also cancelled the Wonder Woman game. In other news, Call of Duty has acknowledged the use of generative AI to assist in the creation of certain in-game assets, which explains the subpar quality of some calling cards. Meanwhile, Ubisoft has issued an apology for promotional material related to Assassin's Creed Shadows that has raised concerns within the Japanese community, assuring that the RPG will continue to evolve until its release.
Bybit CEO confirms closing ETH gap. Exchange back to 100% reserves after record $1.5 billion hack. North Korean hackers steal record $1.5 billion in single crypto hack, security firm says. OKX pleads guilty to violating U.S. anti-money laundering laws and agrees to pay penalties totaling more than $500 million. China advisor advocates reducing the legal marriage age to 18 to increase the birth rate. Iraq's first census in nearly 40 years recorded 46.1 million people. South Korea's birth rate increases for the first time in 9 years, with a rise in marriages.
Right-to-repair laws have now been introduced in all 50 U.S. states. Trump orders investigation into possible tariffs on copper. In the U.S., ISPs fear wave of state laws after New York's $15 broadband mandate. Research indicates that the incidence of cardiac arrest among athletes remained unchanged throughout the pandemic period. Another study reveals that the process of brewing tea has the capability to eliminate heavy metals present in water. Additionally, it has been discovered that natural antioxidants found in various foods might potentially mitigate the reproductive damage caused by microplastics.
Trump reportedly cancels order on rights abuses linked to US-supplied weapons. Iran displays new weapons made domestically during military exercise. Keir Starmer plans to increase UK's defence budget to 2.5% of GDP by £13 billion, reducing international aid, to confront figures like Putin before meeting Donald Trump.
UN nature talks, which have been delayed, are set to resume in Rome for a 3-day intensive session. A newly approved tartan design honours individuals persecuted under Scotland's Witchcraft Act. According to Bloomberg, Apple plans to continue its diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives, despite some potential modifications, as shareholders vote against a proposal to eliminate the DEI program.
Trump's approval rating stands at 52% following his initial month in office. An AI-generated video depicting Trump engaging in an inappropriate act with Musk was controversially displayed on government office televisions. Musk has committed to addressing issues with X after surveys indicated strong backing for Ukraine's President Zelensky.
DBS CEO anticipates reducing 4,000 temporary positions as AI takes over certain roles. Chegg initiates legal action against Google, alleging that its AI search tool impedes user traffic. A group of 1,000 artists launches a silent album to demonstrate against the UK's copyright concessions to AI. The U.S. economy is increasingly reliant on wealthy individuals, with households earning $250,000 or more playing a significant role. Meanwhile, 21 Doge staff members have resigned, expressing their refusal to assist in the dismantling of public services. The Atlantic has recently noted that Doge possesses God mode access to government data. Additionally, SCMP reported that China's advancements in high tech are altering global politics, prompting the U.S. and its allies to form a balancing coalition, according to a study. Viral fake videos depict Trump kissing Musk's feet following a HUD TV protest, where an AI-generated video reportedly showed Trump kissing Elon Musk's feet in the HUD building. A Russian court fined the son of an oligarch more than all the money in the world on Twitch. Documents reveal that Sakharov smuggled his Nobel Prize speech to Oslo using an embassy ploy, 50 years later.
China's President Xi reaffirms a no-limits partnership with Putin during a call on the Ukraine war anniversary. The World Bank released an updated Ukraine recovery and reconstruction needs assessment on December 31, 2024, estimating the total reconstruction and recovery cost in Ukraine at $524 billion, €506 billion, over the next decade. This figure is about 2.8 times the estimated nominal GDP of Ukraine for 2024. Some have remarked that USAID was an instrument of American imperialism, suggesting that Trump will discover a method to replace it. VPN providers consider exiting France over dangerous blocking demands. U.S. employee screening giant DISA says hackers access data of more than 3M people. GOP email system infiltrated by Chinese hackers last summer, new book reveals.
Lucasfilm president, criticized by Musk, announces resignation. 8 months prior, Elon Musk criticized Lucasfilm's president for being woke, claiming she is more deadly than the Death Star. According to reports, nearly 40% of contracts cancelled by Musk's Doge are anticipated to result in no savings. Paramount and Trump are looking for a mediator in the CBS News lawsuit.
Russia has expressed willingness to engage in economic collaboration with the United States regarding rare earth minerals and energy resources. Additionally, Russia has proposed a rare minerals agreement to the U.S., which includes deposits located in areas of Ukraine that are under Russian control. Meanwhile, Tesla's sales in Europe have experienced a significant decline of 45%, attributed to Elon Musk's involvement in political matters. In a related development, Fox News reported that Senator Chris Coons has criticized Trump's economic policies, suggesting they are contributing to rising costs in America.
Rover recently discovered evidence of vacation-style beaches on Mars. Additionally, the Curiosity rover has spotted ancient water ripples on Mars, suggesting a history of shallow, ice-free lakes. In the Planetary Parade 2025, a rare 7-planet alignment will occur on February 28, an event not expected again until 2040. Furthermore, China is constructing a space telescope to compete with the JWST, which may have a longer lifespan in orbit.
Apple announces it is addressing an iPhone dictation issue where the word Trump is mistakenly recognized instead of racist. Google has been unsuccessful in its legal battle regarding Android Auto Access, which could have negative implications for major tech companies. Denmark plans to prohibit mobile phones in educational institutions and after-school activities. Google provides the Gemini AI coding tool at no cost, featuring a capacity that is almost limitless. Perplexity introduces Comet, a web browser driven by AI with agentic capabilities. Meta is exploring an AI data center initiative that might have a price tag of $200 billion. ProPublica notes that while Facebook is moving away from fact-checking, it is also providing incentives for content that goes viral. A U.S. judge has ruled that Trump Media and Rumble are not required to comply with a Brazilian order they consider to be censorship. Reason argues that the FTC should not attempt to ensure that social media platforms are fair.
Trump suggests a $5 million gold card for obtaining U.S. citizenship. According to a poll, 71% of Trump voters are against cuts to Medicaid. A Canadian petition seeking to revoke Elon Musk's citizenship has collected over 250,000 signatures.
The Indian technology sector is expected to grow significantly in the fiscal year 2025, surpassing $300 billion in the fiscal year 2026, according to NASSCOM. Meanwhile, Meta is required to address a lawsuit alleging it favors less expensive foreign workers. Additionally, Doge is reportedly utilizing artificial intelligence to evaluate the responses of federal employees who were instructed to justify their positions via email, and it is working on software that automates the termination of government workers.
Musk starts testing Starlink terminals in the U.S. airspace system following the FAA contract, which raises new conflict of interest concerns. Nikkei reports that the global tech industry is preparing for a China shock in mature chips. UNICEF is implementing machine learning to enhance vaccination efforts in Africa. MongoDB acquires Voyage AI for $220 million to enhance AI search capabilities. Grok introduces a new unhinged voice mode that includes cursing, screaming, and simulating phone sex. Pew reveals that U.S. workers are more apprehensive than optimistic about the future impact of AI in the workplace.
Ukraine is set to reach an agreement with the United States regarding the terms of a minerals deal, following President Zelensky's acceptance of the U.S. proposal after former President Trump withdrew his previous demands. Meanwhile, a White House official is advocating for the removal of Canada from the Five Eyes intelligence alliance. Additionally, the Department of Homeland Security has announced a new registry for undocumented immigrants, requiring them to provide fingerprints, with penalties such as fines and imprisonment for non-compliance, as former President Trump plans to enforce this measure.
The fire crisis has spread from Los Angeles to Latin America, affecting countries from Mexico to Argentina. In particular, Argentinian Patagonia is experiencing its most severe forest fires in the past 30 years. Meanwhile, BP is anticipated to abandon its renewables target as it reorients towards fossil fuels. Additionally, U.S. officials have been missing from international climate forums during the Trump administration's second term.
Alibaba has released its AI model for video and image generation to the public. Microsoft Copilot provides free voice and one-powered Think Deeper features. The Financial Times highlights a rise in UK university students using AI for assignments, with universities advised to evaluate their assessments as 92% of students utilize AI, and the HEPI/Cortext AI survey reveals a dramatic surge in the adoption of generative AI tools by students.
Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global, from Friday, February 14th to Thursday, February 20th, 2025. Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Luther, featuring SZA, by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, APT by Rose and Bruno Mars.
Nintendo US digital top sellers starting February 24, 2025. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Minecraft, Stardew Valley.
Steam's most popular games. Highlighting the top-selling and most played games worldwide on Steam. Based on the top 100 revenue products list, for Tuesday, February 11, 2025 Tuesday, February 18, 2025. Counter-Strike 2, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Monster Hunter Wilds, Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2, Apex Legends. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA collaborates with ASD's ACSC, CCCS, NCSC UK, and various international and US entities to issue guidance on edge devices.
one more drop in the AI ocean. Perplexity AI's R1 1776 is a DeepSeek R1 reasoning model that has undergone additional training to eliminate censorship by the Chinese Communist Party. This model delivers objective, precise, and truthful information while preserving its advanced reasoning skills.